I see that we call in a lot of impoverished areas. And he, without flinching, turned to me and said, "Oh, that's easy, B." And he called me B, of course. He said, "That's easy, B. See, people are in bad situations. We have faith in humanity. And everybody is not going to be in those bad situations for a very long time." And I said, "Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's dope." And he said, "What's going to end up happening is this." He said, "While those people in those bad situations, and we're looking at them, we going to lend them money. And when they pull themselves up by their bootstraps, they're going to remember, damn, when I ain't had nothing, XYZ creditor, they looked out, man. And when they do that, I'm going to be right there to help them out, man. They're going to remember it was me who helped them. And when they remember that, what they're also going to remember is when it's time to buy a house, we'll be there to help." I took that information to the bank, man. I truly did. I took that information directly to the bank, so to speak. And I said, "Oh, man, first and foremost, I hurried up. Actually, I got out of the collection business for a little while. For a long time, I was like, so y'all run around here raping folks. Y'all presenting yourself as a friend, and you're really not a friend." The reason I'm telling you this story is I truly feel that Nike's doing the exact same thing right here. I really do. Because when you look at this, how is it different? Seriously, how is this different than what Nike was doing? I mean, well, how is this different than what that credit card company was doing? I was just telling you about. Nike realizes there's been a shift in opinions, and when it's a shift in opinions, what happens is you go, "Damn, man, if we can get on this and look as if we were on their side the whole time, most people won't even trip. And if most people won't trip, then why mother freaking lie?" It's not a game. It's not a game. I'm telling you, man. Most people will go, it's not a game. My bad. I hit a button by mistake. Technical difficulties, people. But that's what time it is. That's truly what time it is. You got people signing up saying, "Hey, man, we can take advantage of their pain and we can make it look as if we were down the entire time." And they were not. Because this has been an ongoing situation for almost 3 years. Where were you 3 years ago? Where were you 2 years ago? Where were you a year ago? That's the only question I have for Nike. Okay, people who are skeptical, or these capitalistic apologists is what I call them. "Oh, man, you know how the game is played." But, hey, y'all, this is our community. This is not a game. These are people getting shot in the street. Don't pretend you down on people when it's beneficial or financially beneficial. How about you just stay on the sideline? That's the easy way to get out with this. Seriously. If you really aren't down, don't play with my folks. I mean, and again, this is just speculation. Don't get me wrong, man. I don't have any proof of what I'm saying. I can't confirm or deny these accusations that I'm making, but they are just, it's speculation. You may call it reckless speculation. You may, "Oh, man, you tripping, B," whatever. But I'm just trying to figure out where was Nike 2 years ago when the brother was losing his job. Now, I can respect the fact that Nike knew that their contract was up with these folks. and they knew they were on the precipice of signing an 8-year deal, so they kept it quiet until. And I don't have a problem with that. And if that's the case, then hey, Nike, I apologize, man. I really do. Because see, being right is not the ultimate goal. Getting it right is. But I am skeptical of a company that I didn't hear a peep from until it started looking beneficial. See, that's the thing, man. We got to stop just signing up. We have to. You know, we find ourselves in situations, you know, that, you know, we want to be accepted and we want support so bad that when the support comes, no matter where it comes from, we accept it. Oh man, they down, but they are really not down. They are not down, and it's a lot of people that know that our community is a front runner, and the people, you know, you signed up with them, man, and when it's time to cash in, you can cash in on them because they are, for one, we're loyal, we're forgiving, and we down for the cause until it's our cause, it seems. And you know what, man, if I'm wrong, then hey, you know what, the people at Nike, I am willing to offer you an olive branch, but it just seems strange to me that we looking at a situation that we didn't hear a peep from Nike up until this moment. You know, Colin Kaepernick, you've been cutting that brother checks for a couple years now, man. What's up with that? Y'all didn't just start cutting them checks this week. You did not just start cutting that brother checks. Sorry. If I exposed you, sorry. No, I ain't really. I'm not sorry, but we're looking at a situation to whereas we might be falling for the banana in the tailpipe again, man. And am I anti-Nike? Nope. Like Chuck D said, I like Nike, but wait a minute. The neighborhood support, so put some money in it. Let's not forget these very same sneaker companies that we love and we laud over. Our elders were boycotting these joints when we was trying to get the brother Nelson Mandela out of jail. Let's not forget that, y'all. You know, so if you was up with apartheid 30 years ago, how you down for the cause today? That's all I'm saying. You know, so while we are welcoming people in with open arms and hey man, and you know they got our back, man. You know, see you, man. Thank you, Nike. No, y'all. I'm not so fast to do that. You know, I'm just not. I just can't, man. I'm skeptical. You know, it's just a situation. Whereas we've signed up for this foolishness. No, we signed up for this foolishness time and time again, y'all. We have signed up for it time and time again, and it's I don't remember it ever paying off for us, to be perfectly honest. You know, they get the money, they get the support, and when the rubber meets the road, all we get is sneakers and promises. Just saying, man. So, while everybody's celebrating Field Night and the people at Nike, I just choose to fall back a little bit on that. Because, as the president did, he ain't say a word until it was time to kick more sand in our face. You know, it was everybody entitled to their opinion. The country is built on this and the country is built on that, and you know we got to be worried about this, that, and the third, and yak and blah blah blah. And that's cool, man. To be perfectly honest with you, it's cool for anybody to voice their opinion, whether they agree with your boy or not. I'm good with that, man. I don't have a problem with people disagreeing with me, contrary to popular belief. You know, I've said this before, I'll say it every time I get an opportunity to. There is no prize for being right in this world. And in this case, I hope I get the prize for being wrong. But at the end of the day, there is no man, B, you were right again. Let's get 1 billion people to listen to your show. Now you're gonna be $100 million now because you were right. Nope. I'm just gonna be right again or right about something, and that's it. You don't get no prize for being right. You just don't. Most people only remember when you're wrong. So while we do that and laud over being right, remember, man, most people ain't gonna remember you were right. Hey, man, your man B was right again. You rarely hear somebody go, you know what, dog? My man was right about that. It just don't happen a lot. It just does not happen a whole lot, y'all. A lot of people don't stand around patting you on the back for being right. I'm sorry. And, you know, it's just, I'm looking at this entire situation, and you have to look at it. To me, you have to look at it with the side eye, man. You just have to. Because when you don't, you leave yourself open to be attacked. You know, and, you know, let's just be honest, man. The country was founded on a bunch of principles that did not factor into your favor. You got a bunch of people in this country, whether you want to admit it or not, that are up with oppression. Because, see, the thing is, people don't understand when you have true equality, the cream rises to the top. People think when you have equality, you have people who will not, you know, that cheat somebody. Oh, if it's even, then they're going to forget about me. But if you dope and everything is even, it's going to show how dope you are. And if you whack as hell and everything is even, it's going to show how whack you are. That's just the way it works, y'all. That's just the way it works. You know what I mean? There is no secret to the ooze, so to speak. Like, oh man, see, white cats win. No, dope cats win. You know, now if it's fair, dope people win. When you cheat, whack people win, and that's just the way it goes. I'm sorry. If you dope, you gonna win, and if you whack, you gonna lose. Unless there's a disadvantage. So all the people who upset that, oh man, this brother's standing up against, you know, if you're stupid enough to believe, hey, this is about the flag, then you know what? You want it to be about the flag. Because if it's about the flag, then you don't have to hold a mirror up. And that's just the bottom line. So, you know, oh man, I want to escape. You got, you know, I'm going to say it, man. You got jackasses like Tim Brown and that other dude from the NFL talking about people trying to get away from it. How the hell can you get away from racism, you dumbass? Mr. Raider, what a dumbass. Mr. Dumbass is what Tim Brown needs to change his name to. And I understand that I'm in a business where I might need Tim Brown one day, but you know what? I don't want to talk to Tim Brown. I don't want to talk to any of these even-handed dumbasses either, like some of them cats on ESPN, who find it in their heart to understand why oppression exists, and you have to understand it's about money. Not yet, my money, dumbass. My entertainment. The bottom line is, it's a bunch of people in this country that parents, the unrepresented, and that's poor people. I just happen to speak for my community, but this is poor people throughout the American diaspora. If you look like me and you're poor, if you look like Paul Rodriguez and you poor, if you look like I can't think of the Asian comedian, he real funny. I mean he's real popular, or whatever your name is. If I can't think of your name, I'm sorry. Rafa Nadal, Roger Federer, whoever, if you don't look like me, or if you look like anybody else that walked the face of the earth, if you pour